for me. I feel like I'll be getting like mini lag every now and again.
I just disconnect altogether sometimes. So I'm like, oh no, hello guys, hello, am I disconnecting? And they're like, no, we hear you fine. And there's just Yoda. I'm like, oh.
Yeah. Yeah. It's been weird.
Sometimes it also refuses to reconnect me until I restart the whole window.
Ooh. I've not had that one, thankfully.
Mm.
But yeah, it's getting, yeah. Something's creaking somewhere.
Alright, so this replay will have no music because I'm too lazy to adjust my volume settings. Share screen
No
with
worries.
Mr. APB. This will be a replay analysis. I will try to watch everything quickly, and then I will go into more in-depth about probably what I think are the biggest flaws or mistakes.
Yeah.
And
Cool.
yada yada. Okay, I'm not looking at who's won. I did not look at it. Wait
Okay.
till. No, I want no results to be seen,
No,
and I'll just judge you afterwards. Here we go.
I will not spoil.
What role are you playing?
Who are you
anyways?
going to ban?
Offlane. So I've been
Okay.
playing a lot of offlane recently.
This is where you prove yourself. Well, not to me. Already made up my mind.
Our enemy is crushed and our victory assured.
This, my
Strategically,
friends,
this one's
is
in the bag.
It's in the bag.
That this one is in the bag.
This one is.
Shit, who are you? Oh, there you are.
Ah, yeah, down the bottom, Dragon Knight.
Okay.
Oh yeah, I should have said I am Dragon Knight.
No, that's fine. I can read usernames.
Oh, you got rain.
Okay, starting the episode. It's kind of a shit.
First blood!
Those who tangle with the sky rat.
30 seconds
liked it in
back.
there.
Sometimes I like starting with Dragon Breath first, sometimes not. It helps you secure the range creep. Depends if they contest it or not.
Yeah.
I have a pretty good idea how this will turn out. But you'll have to wait and see.
Yeah, in fairness, I think this is the first time I've started with E. It's like I don't normally. I do normally take Dragon Breath or Stun, but I just
Usually
thought.
you want to see who's in your lane first. I don't
Yeah.
like stun because it's like it's good for first bloods. It's a
Yeah.
very long stun for level 1, but it doesn't help you lane, and then you just feel bad about it later.
Yeah.
Here you can pull these back and sack the range creep, make it harder for your clinks, for the clinks to last hit.
I don't remember if I
Very
did.
good.
Yeah.
You
Okay.
can do it from the point, no, earlier than that.
Well, when I first see him.
You can do it from here. You just click him here.
Oh, because he's on the map
Pop
here.
back. Yeah. I mean, if you really want to be nerdy about it, you can do it with OD.
Yeah. I've never done that. Let's say. I know it's possible, but I've never done it.
Yeah. Fine. Sad. Also sad. You can contest him for this creep if you just walk up and deny it. It's also good to deny this creep because this creep is hitting your range creep. So if it accidentally puts it the range creep too low, he can deny that, and you don't have a way to secure it like with Dragon Breath yet. And you have the E, so you can take some punishment. It's the benefit of Dragon Knight. You should either sack the range again, And what this will do is that it'll also put some of his creeps, some of your creeps under his tower, and then it pushes back faster. So your goal,
Yep.
so there's two things that one thing you should do, and one thing that you should think about. The first thing you should do is check both the NP when they show up and the clinks when they show up. Just check how much regen they have. Here, this guy has 3, and this guy has 6. So this tells me that it's more beneficial to trade with the clinks than it is for the NP. That way you drive... The clinks is now easier to drive out of lane than the NP. If you harass the NP and they both harass you back, and then you harass the NP and they both harass you back, you get nothing really done. If you harass the clinks and he's like, I'm too low and I have to go home, then it's only NP,
Yep.
and then you double team him.
Okay, yeah.
So that's how you make the decision. Just the initial regen.
Yeah.
The other
Yeah, that's cool.
thing is that everyone has their own way of how they like to win lane. Lich, he likes to harass people with Frostblast until they cry, and Quap likes to spam Shadow Strikes until they cry. OD just last hits. He astrals them and then he last hits, and he doesn't really kill them, but he last hits better than them. DK, it's in the Dragon Blood. He can take 3 hits from them and only deal 1 hit to them and still come out on top, because that's bullshit. So very often, you should be looking forward to getting your 2nd level and your 3rd level in Dragon Blood, and then when you do, you just run up and hit the guy endlessly.
Yep.
No.
And then this can change if the Clinks had a lot of regen and the NP didn't. Then you can go for the NP. And their roles don't matter as much, because like, you say, oh, I want to harass the Clinks because he's the 1 and the NP's just a 5. But that doesn't really matter as much, because your goal with the harass is to give yourself a numbers advantage. If one of them has to go away, then your 2v1, the amount of harass 2 people can put onto the 1 is beyond anything.
Yep.
You can hit him here. Just like, hit him.
Okay, yeah.
Hit him. Yes. Keep hitting him.
Should be hitting
This is terrible. So, you already have the Dragon's Blood here. So, if you hit him here, you are going to regen. He's not. He's losing a lot of health, so he's taking the harass of 3 creeps. This is a very bad way to harass, because he's stupid. So each of these creeps have about 20 damage. You have 65, so these 3 creeps are worth 1 of you.
Yeah.
So this is like having double damage. If you had something like double damage, you would just hit him, right? Okay, this isn't. This is equally insane. So you just hit him here, and you win.
Yeah.
And lane is kind of over because ruined it.
My pet thanks you.
A lot of DK will be looking for ways to move creeps and facilitating how you can trade into them. This won't always be like the greatest example, but you know, whatever. You don't have to do it perfectly either, because Dragon's Blood is a very forgiving spell.
Yeah.
In a really bad anime.
Yeah, it wasn't great.
I'm okay with you playing a little bit more passively here, because
No
you don't
money.
have the level 2 Dragon's Blood yet, that you get next level. But I'd like to see that you go way more aggressive with it once you take it up.
Right.
And you can make beneficial trades.
Yeah.
It's sort of like, you know, that saying that when everyone's level 1, we're all about on equal grounds, no matter what the matchup is. And it's only in getting these levels, especially level 3 and level 5, where matchup advantages reveal themselves. Because you get the big skills. Here, as you kill these faster, you can even drag it under tower to kill it faster. That gives you a level 3. So, for example, you can roughly tell from your levels here that you're gonna get level 3 from this wave. And this guy really wants to last hit these 2 creeps. So, if you just go up and hit him, and then you take some damage, he takes some damage, you contest him for these 2 creeps, and and then you just get your level 3 and you end up healing, and he doesn't have anything to heal with, right?
Yeah.
So you can contest him over these because you're pretty much level 3 already. It'd be better if you already had it, but this is like close enough for me that you can contest that. And just treat your extra level like a tango.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a pain.
Yeah. I don't think I got Dragon's Blood.
Radiant shape of light.
Yeah, but I mean, like, no, that's not like, how to say, like an active mistake you made. I think it's a mistake because this is how Dragon Knight wins a lane.
Yep.
So it's just a difference in understanding of like what are your goals when you want to. What are your goals in this lane?
For the dead.
And just for the record, the ultimate goal in Dota is to kill people. You kill them, and then you take their buildings when they're dead.
Yep.
2 things. And everything from how you itemize to where you are on the map will revolve around that. You can kill them. Just like if, for example, if you're in a fight and you have to decide, like, hey, should I build a Daedalus or BKB? If you can kill them, then don't buy the BKB.
Right. Good Daedalus.
And
Kill them quicker.
just get the Daedalus. It's better to do a 1-for-1 trade when you're behind, because you get the comeback gold.
Yeah.
Than it is to like try to stay alive and save for buyback and not kill them twice.
Yeah. That makes sense.
So yeah. It's hard for you to trade into them now. Like, very often, if you have the 2nd level of Dragon's Blood, you can actually hit him a lot there. Even though you would get a lot of creep aggro. So, like earlier when I was describing the creeps giving you, like, double damage, Dragon Knight is one of the people that can defy that if he has the Dragon's Blood, and he gets just tanked all the time.
Yeah.
Oh, you can hit him here. So go up and smack him. You can smack him here and then like breathe fire on him. You can also time your breathe fires around when he's going for a last hit. So if you walk down here and you're not getting any last hits, but you're also not doing anything up here. So you can just follow him down there. And as he tries the last hit, breathe fire on him like around now, so that he ends up just missing them because of the damage reduction.
Yeah, reduced damage, yeah.
And then you can also stun him here, so all of the creeps start doing a lot of damage, and then you trade better. There is a way to trade under the tower without getting tower aggroed, but I'm not going to tell you that right now because you have a lot bigger problems than a trick like that.
Yeah. I think I got a bit. I got.
Jex thinks Radiant's bottom tower is about to fall. He's wrong.
Obviously, this lane, people hit you a lot more than you hit them because you're playing against like 2 range heroes. Wow, that is
Yeah.
so terrible. What is that? What the shit? Whoa.
I don't know what this guy. I'm trying not to blame this guy, but he also
that's
blocked.
pain.
He blocked the camp like after uncentering it, and I was just like,
it
for
is
fuck's
pain.
sake.
Jesus. So, people are going to harass you a lot more than you hit them. But you should hit them. You should just keep hitting him here. Right? If he turns around, you're like, no. This spot is yours. And you just keep running him down until he's so far away out of XP range. And then you turn back for it. You know?
Yep.
And because he really can trade with you. So you're playing against 2 range, and they're going to harass you a lot more than them. How you can harass them is because they need last hits.
Yeah.
So if he wants to get this flag creep, he needs to stand here and hit the flag creep. Well, that is the time you can walk up and hit him for it. Oh, every last hit that he wants, you're hitting him twice. You know?
Yeah.
You know what's he gonna do? Hit you back when you have level 3 Dragon Ball?
Is Dire going to let that middle tower fall? Dire's middle tower is under attack.
No, you kept him on
Yeah.
It doesn't really matter.
The prize is mine.
I'm really interested here in killing all the creeps I can before Mirana gets here, so that she doesn't get any XP. So when you have level 3 Dragon's Blood, lane's way easier.
Yeah.
Jesus!
What?
You're gonna miss so
Oh, I know.
much.
Right, yeah.
Worthy tribute.
This was
Look at
potentially a
Dire's
mistake.
bottom tower, Jax.
That's like a level. Actually, that's 4 creeps. Each one's about 50, give or take. Melee is slightly less, range is slightly more.
Okay.
Oh. Yeah, that's most of your levels.
Shocked.
You always have to prioritize lane creeps over jungle and the other thing, because lane creeps are limited resources, right? If you leave lane creeps alone, they just vanish from the map and they're gone forever. If you leave jungle creeps alone, a little while later they're still there.
Yep.
And
That's true.
and jungle creeps are also just give less XP. It's been made that way. Like a full hard camp is maybe like 2.5 melees. It changes though. They've been screwing with it. So now the creeps will scale.
Yeah.
In my flight.
Here I'm really. What's this level, dude?
Well, I like the. Yeah. I don't know. It does quite a lot of damage, but yeah.
Yeah,
should
but
be,
I mean, you know,
Dragon
you can
Blood.
also like
Tower is
right
under
click them.
Yeah. And I don't do that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've noticed I'm basically like full health, full mana for pretty much all of this.
Yeah, and
Like, or a lot of it anyway.
Jesus. You want to keep trading it away, for example. Right, like if I'm playing this Clinks right now and I'm sitting on 2 tangos, I want to find the Mirana and keep hitting him and use these 2 tangos. And if I'm playing Mirana, I want to keep hitting Clinks. If I'm playing Mirana and I do say 1,000 damage, okay, no, that's too much. 500 damage to Clinks, and he does 700 to me, so it's a bad trade for me.
Yep.
Then I just salve, and then I keep trading with him unfavorably until he has to leave and go home because he's too low HP. DK is like the amplified version of that. He can keep trading it in until he's completely out of fuel. So you can think about this health regen, right? It's 12.3. So every time you are full, you are wasting health. you're wasting 120 health every 10 seconds that you could be using to trade down his HP.
Yeah.
Anyways, the next big goal I would have here is my level 6 power spike. Hit level 6, and then I would just dragon form here. You know, you hit him, he's like, oh, well, he's dragon form, he probably walks away, and then you take the tower.
Yeah. I think I can
Wait for a free play. Good. Very good. There's my arrow, bitch!
she missed it earlier.
Jesus! Okay. I'll give that.
I think you actually got it.
She did.
Yeah.
You should keep trading with them.
Die.
Again, like, this is fine.
Yeah, I was gonna say I was alright with that one, to be fair. There was like
Yeah.
4 of them.
Dire structures are fortified.
People
And he dies.
move down for it to do stuff.
Radiant's getting friendly with Dire's
Next, I
bottom
walk
tower.
out to TP. Because so if you TP down here, you're getting somewhat whatever. But
Yep.
if you walk down here, you can make moves on their TPs, right? So they just
Yep.
killed you because they TP down a shit ton of people. This tells
Yep.
me that at least 3 of them have their TPs on cooldown, or like whatever. So if they have their TPs on cooldown, they cannot react to my next dragon form, which is coming up, because this is 80 seconds cooldown, and this is happened to be like 40 when they came over.
Yeah.
So upon getting my next dragon form, if I just like TP mid and join the Queen of Pain, this mid tower just instantly goes down because they can't afford to send people over with TPs, and they all have to like, or they all have to walk slowly. So you can abuse the fact that they all went down to your advantage to make your next move. And your next move, or any move you make from here on out, will just be based on when you get Dragon Form. You know? Do I have Dragon Form? I do. Do I not have Dragon Form? And I wait and farm.
Yeah.
Oh, it's like with this Dragon Form now, if you walk down and you're prepared for it, you can just come here, and then she will try to kill this guy. Maybe you get him, maybe you don't. She's kind of losing, so it's iffy, but he cannot fight both of you, and then you deal a lot of damage to the mid tower.
Yeah.
And then when you're out of Dragon Form, then you can come back here and do the free farm and wait for your next Dragon Form.
Is Dire going to let that middle tower fall?
But like right now, you have Dragon Form on cooldown, so it's like a passive. You're not getting any value out of it.
Double kill.
Vanish.
Is Dire going to let that middle tower
What? Oh, don't do that.
I don't know.
He was so
I don't know
confused.
why I
He
did
was
that.
like, "Oh, I don't know what's happening." Oh, and then you just reveal the moonlight shadow in front of the creeps like that, like this shit. Ah, whatever. Just take
Dire's
the
middle
tower.
tower is
Okay.
under attack. If you're looking for Radiant's bottom tower, better hurry.
Oh,
Radiant's bottom
Oh
tower
my
is under
God.
attack.
Missed the arrow.
Is Dire going to let that middle tower fall?
Yeah, it happens.
Ooh, Dire's middle tower doesn't last long.
like after
Radiant's
seeing
bottom
this
tower.
around place boards, I wouldn't, wouldn't be too angry about that. It's called lowering my expectations.
Yeah.
So you don't have to go back here, because he can trade with you. He's half health.
Yeah, I saw OD,
Oh.
or does that not matter? OD was
No.
there.
So, like, let's see.
Radiant denied their bottom tower.
Unless I'm tripping.
I think you're tripping.
Perfect.
Wait for
Oh,
it.
let's see where he
There
was.
it-
Anyway.
Oh,
Okay,
it's
there it is.
yeah. I don't see. Yeah.
You can still bully them and try to like push it to the extent of your HP. You know, offlaners are great at wasting time.
Dire just fortified.
Yeah, that's actually. Yeah,
Dire
it did feel like a little bit. This game was getting sped up past us. So, yeah.
Worthy.
So if you know that they're like banging on your door, and I guess you can just wait for it. Whatever. I'd be really interested into seeing if there could be anyone to be killed at top, because they're the most. Because both the OD and the Clinks cannot move for the next 10-15 seconds since they're taking tower, right?
Yeah.
Do Radiant
Jesus,
want their
everyone's so
middle
cool.
tower to fall?
I did.
I was like, you
Yeah.
have a lot of last hits. Oh, it's the highest in the game.
Yeah.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
I'm looking at my CS and I'm like, oh god, this is simple group.
Dire's top tower is about to fall.
Oh,
Dire's top
sorry,
tower has fallen.
Dragon.
Southrex guide my arrows.
I have no idea why I did that. I think it was a
I don't
misclick.
care. I'm more upset by the fact that you use Dragon Form than your
Yeah, maybe, yeah.
silly things after. Silly.
Without a fight.
Oh, here's where I'm interested in teammates. So, if I make any moves on the map, I need to know who can help me and who can't. This bitch has lost her lane tremendously, but she still has like pretty strong spells. This guy has an ulti. And that's about it. This person has max Sacred Arrow and can't hit a single one on a stun target. This guy's actually useless because he's just poor and he's also a carry. So, you're interested in joining your team with Queen of Pain's cooldowns and Lich's cooldowns, because these are the spells that are going to help you the most. Oh, like, right now, here, I go like, hey, I'm going to keep farming, and I'm going to ping my Elder Dragon form, and I'm just going to, like, AFK farm, until I see that both Dragon Form and Chain Frost are, like, alive together. And then if they are, then I join.
Okay, yeah.
And it doesn't matter, like, how bad or good they are, like, in terms of players. Like, you know, if the Mirana's absolute dog shit, and say the Mirana player was the Lich, and you know he's absolute dog shit, it's still good to play around Chain Frost and just tell him, hey, press R and then do your best.
Yeah.
You know, you'll get used to playing the team like that as well. You just have to... Oh, like, you walking over here is not something I want to see you doing, because you don't have this to help them. It's pointless. You can TP bottom and take up all of this farm here. You can do this jungle camp, even though bottom would be better.
Yep.
But it's like, you shouldn't walk there at all, because you recognize that, hey, we don't have anything to help. He didn't even have 10 seconds before he died.
Yeah. Oh, this, right. Don't count how many times I get stuck over this.
It happens.
I was like, I was watching something else or doing it, well, clearly not. But, yeah.
Why? Don't get him.
LOL.
No way in hell. Now you're losing. Yeah, you shouldn't do that.
Okay. Yep.
Because you don't have any way to hold him. It's just this.
Yep.
And you Dragon Tail him, and even if he didn't go invis and you hit him the whole time, you're not killing him. You don't have that kind of damage. You need to have the Quap or the Liches with their spells. And that's what you save your Dragon Form for. Oh, you have to look for stuff that enables it, so to speak. You can go for it.
To restore her to the best of form.
you should at least hit him until you get it like half health. You're a lot tankier than anyone can handle right now. I think at minimum they would need OD to kill you.
Yeah.
So because this gives armor, gives 10 armor. All of their damage is physical except for the dead guy, and Arcane Orb hurts like hell. So I'm afraid if you can be afraid and run away like that if it's like OD hitting you, and you're like, oh, OD can hit me. But if it's just these two, just hit them back.
Yeah.
Now you can be scared.
Yeah. A nice chain frost.
Yeah, so the fear you had there was good. The fear you had earlier when it's just Clinks and Legion is like...
Yeah.
You're not playing to the strength of your hero.
Yeah.
The seeds of war.
Did you hit an arrow?
I want you to see... I want you to ferry out a TP. Nice.
There you go.
Jesus. You have no idea how many goons I have to just keep repeating that until something happens.
Yeah, I do that now. Took a while, but I get there. But yeah, I chose this replay because like, I think there were a lot of opportunities that I probably missed.
Okay, I want to see
that's what I'm going for.
TP out. Go. And then here is where I'm waiting for the Lich and the Quap to have cooldowns again.
Yep. Yeah, I don't check these guys probably as much. Oh, yeah, there was a few pauses, I think. Yeah.
Well, yeah, but it's important because even if they're retarded, they decide what you're able to do. Are you able to just AFK farm, or are you able to go on them? If they go on you, should you join or should you split push?
Yeah.
And this all depends on whether there's Chain Frost and Sonic Wave. Your win condition is probably you getting like Aghanim's Daedalus if you get that big, or Spectre getting farm.
Yeah. Yeah, because I was thinking at this point, I was
So
like,
you're just working towards whatever win condition there is, and in a perfect world, you think that it's Spectre. In a low MMR like this, you can make it. You can say it's Spectre and also leave some wiggle room for you to do it if she doesn't.
Yeah.
So that doesn't happen again.
That's why the best pub stompers can always take buildings.
yeah.
Okay, what was this for?
Yeah, no, I don't know.
Jesus.
I just,
Dire
oh wait,
structures are fortified.
yeah, okay. There was a, yeah. Oh, I got fucking.
You can't afford to do that.
Yeah.
They didn't even need the OD, but the risk of OD defending is too much for you to do that.
Right.
Like how I was saying during your level 6 that it is good to walk down because they have no TP, and you can just TP over and take it undefended.
Yeah.
That's from observing that they had no TP because they all killed you for it. Here, all of them have TP, 100%. So you cannot run the risk of you just showing up and trying for the tower, and then them TPing and annihilating you. Oh, what I would do here is AFK farm. It doesn't sound great or exciting, but you can also recognize that you have better counter initiation right now because of Chain Frost and Sonic Wave. Your initiation isn't so great because you have no blink yet. And if the game just drags on and they do nothing and you do nothing, Spectre is gonna win. Because that's how Spectre plays the game. Oh, sometimes when you get into a
Dire's
lull,
middle tower is under
or do something, you have to evaluate things carefully. And Dota's a really slow game. It's great for that.
Yeah.
Dire denied their middle middle tower.
Nice. Put down another TP. You should have bought one.
Got one. That was, yeah. Have I done anything there? Like, that was just... Was it just bad? Because there was no vision?
You shouldn't have TP'd down there, but...
Yeah.
Like, they were all showing around here and then vanish into this spot. Oh,
Yeah.
you should be, like, more cautious.
Just fortified.
Yeah.
But I understand, like, if you're playing Dragon, play up like that. Oh, among the stupid deaths you've had, that one's probably, like, okay.
Okay.
Like,
Good.
it'd be better if you read the situation and played a little bit more cautiously. Like, you pulled it back a bit and you farmed in front of the tower and didn't run further.
Yep.
Like, it's a little bit slower, but just the creeps walking up to you instead can be beneficial. But, Gee, what is this?
But the point is, it's 60 seconds long and it's like got 98 cooldown. It's great. I don't know. Okay, I will take that on board. Take instructions. Let's keep fighting.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
You can't fight without this. It's just impossible.
Look at Dire's bottom tower, Dex. Dire's bottom tower.
You can take mid with it though. The second
Well,
you
I see
see
them all
someone
there.
TP,
Yeah.
you have to. Well, I mean, before you did all of this. So around here,
Invisible.
because I didn't say anything, not because I was too stunned at the fact that you used it.
It's great stuff. I like being a dragon.
So around here,
Yeah.
you can actually go and push this. But
Right. Yeah.
like I said earlier, they have all of their TPs up, so you have to leave as soon as you see one, or leave maybe earlier, even if you think that they could be using it. Like, oh, they just hid for a second. No, they could be TPing. TPs take 3 seconds. Oh,
Yep.
you have about a 3-second window from when you see someone disappear to screw off. Oh, it's a bit of a higher level play because you're watching the people down here just through mini-map as you push.
Yeah.
But the fact that you know that everyone's fighting down here gives you the freedom to take this.
Yeah.
But you still have to leave if they send you.
Yep.
Look at
Because
Dire's
even if
bottom
they send
tower,
someone
Dex.
that you go, oh, it's just Clinks, he can't kill me. OD can also go because it's a tier 1. They can TP to it easily.
Radiant's getting friendly with Dire's bottom tower. Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
I don't like skipping the blink. It makes killing people real hard.
Yeah, I normally don't, but this game I was like, gotta split push.
Look at Dire's bottom tower, Dex.
Yeah, then split push. God damn it! What are you doing? Doing this
Yeah,
camp and then
yeah.
this camp and then this camp. The shit.
Wait for the man to... Yeah, no, that's right. That's true.
Dire's bottom tower has fallen.
Yeah, free man.
Okay, so now what this tells me is that OD actually TP'd away. He went top. He straight up TP'd it. That's a position 5 Nature's Prophet. If say this is a Blinked and Yasha, you can actually look towards getting a kill on this guy here.
Yeah. Yeah. True. Just wait to see if I drag him fall. Not this time.
Okay, you're probably here. You're interested in you not using Dragon Form, taking out the tower.
Yep.
No, I have some congestion. 1 second.
Yep, no worries.
You're interested in taking out the tower, maybe farming bottom, and you save your TP for defending, because defending looks really good to me, because you have both the Lich and the Sonic Wave.
Yep.
So if they want to defend it, you TP over and help them. If they don't, I'm also
Okay.
okay with that because you guys are losing pretty hard for this time in the game.
Yeah.
And you can wait till they go for a high ground push to screw up.
Yep. Yep.
You know, keep it as an option. Like, keeping over there isn't
Mine.
terrible. Co-op isn't enough. I want chain force. Okay, they did it. So, why are you going?
What?
Okay, so I said to go with these two, except it's also like as a counter form of initiation, right? So they aren't in any position to use their spells yet, because they haven't. Your opponents haven't dedicated in so far. So this is actually a lot of free farm that you could get, and maybe let's count it. It's 4 plus this. It's roughly 300 gold towards your blink dagger. And then you can also get this for free.
Yeah.
And then it's also hard like this because you're fighting from low ground to high ground.
Yeah. This
Like,
was,
if
yeah.
you think about, like, high ground defense, one of the hardest you've probably figured out by now, but one of the hardest parts in the game is breaking high ground. It feels like an impossible task. I'll tell you right now that you can go up by 2,000 MMR. I don't know what you are at, but you just go up by 3,000. People still won't know what the shit they're doing. Why?
Yep.
Because if you go up to 9,000 MMR, you watch the high-level pros and you watch pro games, nobody knows how to break high ground. It's bloody hard.
Yeah.
And then you're
Yeah.
fighting into the high ground like this.
I get annihilated.
Oh, you shouldn't walk up there until the Lich is also so it's like...
Yeah.
Here I'd say, hey Lich, get ready, get ready. And if I see him walking up there, I don't walk
don't know
in.
what he's doing. Yeah.
Yeah, and then if you don't know what he's doing because he's doing shit like this, that's where you get to call him a retard. You just say, okay, you
Yeah.
Papega,
Back we go.
like, what
Yeah.
the hell? And then you walk away. And then you blame him. That's
true,
how the
yeah.
blame game works. You don't blame them until they do shit like this. But then if they do shit like this, you stop killing yourself.
Yeah. Wanders over and dies. I mean, he gets the chain frost off. Look at that.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
they don't have a dragon I hate to finish it.
No, exactly.
Allies.
Damn.
Dire's top tower is under attack. Dire's top tower. Bid farewell, Raven. Dire's
Yeah.
top tower is a.
Hey, keep going. Bitch. No
Ah,
one can TP.
yeah.
So if they TP down here for you, they'll have to TP here. And if they TP here, they actually prevent themselves from going high ground. Because they can't push these towers anymore. When you said that, hey man, I need a split push more. This is the time.
Yeah.
This is...
About to fall.
Yeah.
An ill wind carries me.
It was about this time I was looking, like, only 1,500 gold for Manta.
It's rough. If you have to fight, like a fight breaks out, I would also buy a bracer to replace the diadem. Like, just put diadem into backpack.
Oh, okay.
Get a bracer, because it's past 25 minutes.
Yeah, true.
But I'm not saying that you should do that normally. I'm saying that I would
No.
do that because I'm desperate.
Yeah.
We're having
Keep
a
that.
lot of damage issues right now, and some
Yeah.
coordination issues, and I need to scrap by every bit of extra gold you can in a fight. So
Yeah.
it's like, if you're playing this OD, see, I wasn't even thinking. I just clicked on OD and it was there. If you're playing this OD, you have 1,500 gold unspent. Oh, this 15k lead
Yeah.
is more like 13.5 because he hasn't spent his gold.
Mm.
So you want to make sure that if you're playing from behind, you have as little excess gold as
Yeah.
possible. Because everything that closes that net worth gap matters a lot.
Yeah.
better not have any access. Very efficient items to buy if you need to spend out these kind of things are the bracers, wraithbands, and null talismans. It used to be slightly different. It used to be like Vladimir's offering and what do you call it? Mask of Madness. Dragon Lance is still done sometimes. But now it's usually a bracer or wraithband because of their doubling interaction. At
Yeah, the double stats.
That looks like the best you're getting.
Yeah.
You just pour. Okay.
Is Dire going to Dire's middle tower?
You can
Gigantic
also buy out a shard so that you just vomit on the floor and they can't push. You can stall the game.
Yeah, fireball is pretty good.
Kill the high ground push even though they're so far.
Radiant's middle tower. Nothing good happening. Radiant's middle tower. Radiant's middle tower is under
Now you're waiting for... So, because your support aren't doing their job, I would open the shop, see if I can buy some observers. I put one roughly here and one over here so that you can see them when they cross the river and make the decision of whether you're going to fight them. Otherwise, you have to
You don't look too scared of Radiant's top tower.
Yeah.
I might sell the Blink Dagger for Crystallis. Like, I'd sell my wand by Crystallis instead. Just because it's not about how you initiate on them anymore. Like, earlier it is, because you want to keep up with the co-op, you're skirmishing around the map. Now, most of the time, they're going to run into you, and you're going to be on your high ground waiting for them.
Yeah.
So, having the extra power to kill them, like how I was describing the BKB thing earlier, BKB or Daedalus, is more beneficial. So, I'd get a Crystallis here, probably, to shoot them when they come up.
Actually. Yeah. I think something goes horribly wrong here.
I don't need to tell you what, you know.
Yeah. I thought he was gonna burn to death as well after I got him there, but then
You also need a new neutral item. I don't know what ones are out right now, but this is drastic.
Yeah.
If you have Grove Bow in here, it's over. Enchanted Quiver, you got him. To couple with the Crystallis, I would personally prefer Grove Bow or Enchanted Quiver. But you know, you take what you get. Anything's better than this shit.
Yep. Rip. Yep.
Your soul.
Like I said, this is not something I see.
Yeah.
Dire's middle
You can sell your... This is one of the times you should sell your shit to buy out. Because you have 2k gold that's unspent. So 17k is more like 19k. And you just grab a Crystallis or something. Or whatever the shit. Sanj. I don't care.
Yeah. That makes sense.
Then
Many times at like this, I feel like you're not looking at them. Like you're looking at yourself as well.
Yeah, I've noticed that I don't look at others very much, like at all.
Very often, like what I'm most concerned here is that if I go on them, is OD going to save them with Astral? So I need to know where the OD is, and he's showing on the map. He's not that cautious. Yeah. And you're just like not looking at him, and it's like bothering me. I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't move my camera about as much as I should.
If you want to change your camera speed, if you're still on default, change that. Because
Yeah.
default
I
is
don't know.
way
Yeah,
too
I'll have a
slow.
look.
I don't know if you are. It doesn't. You might not be, but I don't know.
I'll have a look. I'm not sure what I am, to be honest.
You won't find much difference in like the mid game. But for these like wild team fights where it's like moving screens across the map, the camera speed
Yeah.
will matter a lot.
Yeah.
Your true fear here is actually still just OD. I think besides him, everyone else is like
Yeah.
You should finish the Legion off here.
Yep.
Yeah,
that was a mistake.
Legion shows up at kind of like that level. You can kill her here because OD is killing someone else. No, you can afford 2 or 3 hits on her to kill her before OD turns to you. If Marana isn't here and OD can hit you immediately, then maybe I would also run away from the Legion still. But because the OD is somewhat preoccupied here, you can do maybe like 2 or 3 hits to. And you're pretty high. You can live.
I'll snuff out your sanity.
These fucking trees.
It's slow on the stun. Like you attack before you stun.
Yeah.
Dire's top tower is about to fall. Just Dire's top tower is under
It's like,
Dire's top.
You didn't need to stun there. He couldn't walk.
no. Yeah.
So then, if you hold your stun, then you can use it on this guy. Maybe you actually kill him.
Some radiant shaped problems.
I'm scared.
It was.
I'd actually like try to follow him and see if I can snipe him with the Elder Dragon form. I have to check them. Yeah, okay, that's a bit hard. He doesn't have Aghanims. If he had Aghanims here, then it's impossible.
Yeah.
But he doesn't,
Dire's
so
top
you
tower
can
has some
sneak out and try to
radiant
snipe
shaped
him
problems.
if you want to. It's high risk, high reward. But you're behind, so I'm just saying that as a desperate.
Yeah.
I'm kinda into this. Why do you do this?
I just like being a dragon. I don't know. I have it in my head that it's like there's only about 20 seconds when you're not a dragon if you use it all the time.
Yeah, that's why I was saying when the level 6
Which
that you
is
should
it?
run down because you need to make sure that you're using it in like all the time in efficient ways.
Yeah. But it's actually more like
So
40
you're
seconds.
supposed to look for opportunities and give yourself opportunities where it's not just like pop it because you can.
Yeah.
Anyways, you
This one is. Yeah. Oh yeah, I should have thought about that actually. Yeah.
Dire's bottom barracks are
I
under
think the
attack.
rest of this was a mess. But yeah. Well, this is my point. It's like I know there are opportunities in this game. So just done different things. Wonder. I don't think it does. Well, yeah, I don't think it does. I don't know. Maybe that's a bit dodgy. It doesn't. It's pretty much over. Not sure why it looks like that.
Okay, so the stupid things replay.
Yeah, I don't get that. Yeah, I'm not sure why
Okay.
that's like that. Anyway,
That's more fun.
what a game.
How to summarize this?
Well, I made a few notes. I was like, check
Well-
nature's profit clicks for regen. Trade with the lower HP.
There's some like mechanical issues that you have that
Okay.
that probably don't matter. Like when I said you were slow on the stun. That's
Yeah.
you
Yeah,
press the
yeah.
button. Just do it faster. I'm not sure if
Yeah,
you use
yeah.
quick casting or not. Sometimes that can help. If you want to change or not, is stylistic.
Yeah, I do
Your
mostly.
primary problem I see in these games are that you don't have any goal for yourself ever. You
Yeah.
just, something happens on the map and you're like, oh, let's go.
Hmm.
And the things on the map are happening because you put 10 people in a mosh pit and they eventually touch each other.
Yeah.
It's not so
That's Guardian.
much of anyone's
Yeah.
planning. Right?
Yep.
So you didn't plan for them to be at top. They also didn't really plan to be at top. Your
Yeah,
opponent, your allies started TPing over there, because they just saw somebody. Two people locked eyes like a Pokemon battle, and they had to battle instantly.
Yeah.
Um,
That is definitely true. Yeah, for sure.
so there's no goals, and I would like you to set some goals. There are different ways to do it. Obviously, on Dragon Knight, most of it plays around dragon form. So it's like, for most of the game, I was discussing how you would plan your next moves, your next few moves. Like, hey, this next move should depend on Quap and Lich. Oh, hey, this next move you can do because they wasted their TPs down there to kill you.
Yeah.
But the real thing is that you should be planning to do these moves and make your dragon apply like pressure on them. As far as the items go, even though I disagreed with some of it, like I said, I'd go for Blink Dagger first, and later on I said,
Yeah.
I'd go for the Crystallis instead of the Blink Dagger to get more kill potential.
Yeah.
Your items are standard enough that I don't really give a shit. So even if I think I can optimize it further than you have, I don't think that they should limit you from how things are.
Yeah.
I think that you don't really split push when you can, like when you use that dragon form at mid, and I was too shocked to speak for a second.
Yeah.
And you had like 4 people bottom, and then also that other time when you went bottom, and that makes you a lot poorer.
Yeah.
So because you're not optimizing for when you join fights and when you don't, like when you join the Lich and the Quap top, you're losing out on a lot of farm mid, and when you start farming, maybe you're losing out on a fight because you actually have dragon form. Well, that's not
Yeah.
usually the case. You usually don't, and you join them anyways.
Hey. Yeah. Okay.
So
I know. Yeah.
if you optimize how you play around your goals, and you can do it to many different levels. Like there's that's a skill cap to this. So you can do it like how I'm saying, like, I'm doing it to coordinate with Lich and Quap. Oh, I'm doing it because they wasted their TPs.
Yep.
You don't have to go to like such extremes. You can just be like, oh, hey, I want to take this tower. Can we go up and take this tower? I have dragon form, guys. And then they can follow you, or they don't. And that can be a good call, or it can be a bad call, but it's still a call. And with time, you will learn what's a good one and what's a bad one. But right now, you aren't doing anything to that degree. You're just, popping dragon form to fight some creeps.
Yeah, true.
So
True.
I think if you have some goals like those, it's really big. And then sometimes you may not have any goals. Like you go like, oh well, we can't seem to do anything. They're too big, and we just have to wait for them to come on us on our high ground, and Lich and Quap can fight back. However, there's
Yep.
still a goal, because there are people like Spectre. You can find goals in your teammates. Maybe Spectre's really close to Radiance, and you can say, hey, we can go on them after she
Yep.
gets Radiance. So
Yep.
you all wait. You only play defensively with a Lich and Quap, and then the second that Radiance comes on, you go like, hey, we have Radiance, go. And then you surprise them with the Radiance.
Yeah.
And the second you get an item like Radiance or like your Blink Dagger or whatnot, it's a meaningful reveal, because like for the same reason of how we're talking about the net worth, because that is the time in the game when you have spent out all of your gold and they haven't. So that is the smallest net worth gap there's going to be for the next few
Yeah.
minutes.
Yeah, it's interesting.
So yeah, I would work on like how you play around these goals and such, and try to view laning as separate. So laning, when I talk about the goals there, is just, hey, I'd like to trade into you a lot.
Yep.
When I get these levels in Dragon's Blood. And then
Yeah.
after lane, when it's like ganking phase and mid game and late game, it's all about the same shit. That I want to use Dragon Form based on so and so and so and so, and whatever you shit reason you can make up. Yeah, I've made up a lot in this game.
Yep.
But for lane, it's slightly different, and you know everyone has their own ways to win lane. Lina is different from OD, is different from Quap, is different from Mirana, is different from Dragon Knight.
Yep.
Side lanes are even harder because you have 4 people you need to consider. Like you need to consider Clink, Snit, NP, Mirana, and DK.
Yeah.
And that's a more difficult puzzle than just a 1v1 matchup.
Yep.
Especially if you have people like you go like, hey, if I stun him and he goes into the arrow, that's really good. And then he can't hit a single arrow, then you have to compensate for that and change how you're playing, and that's just annoying. And it's its own thing. So
Yeah.
when I say that you should be playing towards these goals, view that separate from lane. Lane has his own goal, and then the rest of the game has his own goal.
Yeah, cool. I think a lot of it as well. I need to just look at other players more. Like, I didn't really check what items Clinks had, or Nature's Prophet, or anyone else at the time.
Well, like I was saying, the Clinks and the Nature's Prophet only mattered at the beginning.
Yeah,
And then
in
your
lane,
teammates
yeah.
matter more, because they're the ones that enable you to kill.
Yeah,